Hey guys, so the goal of this video is to give you a step-by-step walkthrough for how to complete the PA COVID-19 relief statewide grant application. It's a relatively simple application, but there's a couple parts that could be tricky, so the goal is to answer some of those frequently asked questions and to kind of give you a walkthrough for how to complete the application. So you'll go to pabusinessgrants.com. Again, that's pabusinessgrants.com. I recommend before you start the application, you review the FAQ, the application video, the upload documents video, the portal guide, and then for your records, click this designated communities section and see if your business is located within one of these designated communities or commercial corridors. If your business is, it's a positive for your application, so you want to make sure to look through this and see if your business is located in one of these areas. So you'll click Start Your Application. You will click the county that you're in. Just go with Philadelphia. And you'll select WORC as your lender. Now, if this is the first time, you are going to click New Application. Apply now. This will load the screen where you do part 1 of the application. Type in your first and last, your email address, now this is an email address that you should have access to, of course, and you should be using the Chrome browser. Very important that you're using the Chrome browser. Type in your business name, your legal business name. So it's not your doing business as or the name on your storefront. It's your legal business name on your tax returns. And then the zip code of your business, where it's located. I recommend, if you have texting capability, to accept this so that you can get texts from Lendistry, which is the technology provider. Click Save and Next. Move on to part 2. Owner details. So it'll populate some of it. You'll type in your address. I'm just going to use a random address. Now, it's hard to go back into the application once you submit this section. So make sure when you're doing this that all the information is correct. I'm using test case just so they know that this isn't a real application. Put your state, your zip, your county. If you're in Philadelphia, it's the city's Philadelphia and the county's Philadelphia. Your date of birth. Just going to put in a random number. Your social. In random numbers, and then your percentage of ownership. Now, both owners don't have to apply. Just if you have multiple owners, just have one owner apply. So again, this is your business name as seen on your tax returns. If you have a doing business as, meaning that you've registered a fictitious name with the state, for example, my gym goes by Juniper Muay Thai Gym, but the business name is different. Then you'll type in your EIN number. If you don't know it, it could be found on your tax returns. Business phone number. Your type of business. If you don't know it, again, it can be found on your tax returns. You can ask your accountant. If you have any legal documents, it may say it on there as well. If you are incorporated, meaning if you're a corporation, you may have incorporated in a different state. Just check your documents. If you're a sole proprietor, just put Pennsylvania. And type your business address, city, state. Remember, all of this has to match up. So you want to go through carefully the first time so you don't have to call them to change anything. Date your business was established. If you don't have a website, you just simply put none.com. Now remember, the grant has to be used for COVID-related expenses, and they may call to verify. So what you don't want to do is write, I need it to pay my personal rent or something like that. The options they give you are payroll, rent and mortgage interest, utilities, group healthcare, other. If you have multiple costs that it's going towards, you can either select other, you have a very small space to type, or you can select the largest cost. Now, when you go to check how much money you should request, you need to see your total sales from last year. So you'll click check eligibility. For example, if in 2019 on your tax returns you did $200,000 in total sales, so it's not profit, it's not how much money you've kept after your expenses, it's your total sales, total dollars brought in the door. If you did $200,000 in total sales last year, you'd be eligible for $20,000. If you did, let's say, $40,000 in total sales, you'd be eligible for $5,000. So you look at this chart, see what you're eligible for. Let's say, we'll just say, this business did $200,000 in sales. I put $20,000 as a request. When they ask for annual revenue, remember, revenue equals total sales. It's not your profit, which is the money that you've kept after all of your expenses are paid. It's your total sales brought in the door. So we said this business did $200,000 in sales. Put in your number of employees. Use your pre-pandemic employee count. And then if this grant will help you create jobs, you can say so. And if it'll help you keep jobs, you can say so as well. You move along to business demographics. It asks, who is your customer base? B2B means business to business. So for example, if I sell clothing to another store who then sells it to a customer, that would be a business to business. Or if I sell bread to a restaurant who then sells that bread, with avocados and lettuce and tomato and all that stuff to a customer, then I'd be B2B, business to business. If I sell directly to a consumer, I have a hot dog cart, I sell hot dogs to, a guy walking down the street, I'd be B2C. And if you do both. So because I picked the gym, I'm in the service business. You're going to pick something that best reflects your type of business. And then you're going to input your NAICS code. Now a NAICS code is a code that specifies exactly what type of business you are. If you don't know what your NAICS code is, you will click here and you could find your NAICS code. So for me, it's the gym. Fitness, Recreation, and Sports Center. Sounds about right. 713940. Like if you're a women-owned business, that's 51% or more. So if your business is 51% or more woman-owned, select it. If your business is 51% or more veteran-owned, select it. If it's 51% or more disabled, select it. Then you'll put in the race that best fits you. But if you're Latino, and if you're a franchise, so for example, if I own a Wendy's fast food restaurant, I own one location, I would be a franchise business. If I just have a standalone business, then I would be standalone. And then rural, if you live out in the countryside, or if your business rather is located out in the countryside. If you're in Philadelphia, you're not going to be rural. Now you're going to put your taxable income. So again, this is not your business income. This is your total household income. So it shows you some lines on your personal tax returns to see. I'm just going to use a random number. Then this is where it asks if your business is located in a revitalization area. You will find this information on the login page, initial login page. You scroll down a bit, you have your FAQ, your portal guide, your designated communities, your videos. That'll help you. You'll click designated community. And you'll scroll through this list to see if you fit one of these communities. So let's say I am in Philadelphia. I'll go to Philadelphia. And let's say I'm on the 500 block of North 5th Street. So the 500 block of North 5th Street is not an eligible community, so I would click no. If I was on the 500 block of South 5th Street, that would be a eligible area, and I would put yes. So try to find your business's street address and see if it's on this list, and if you can, select yes. So we'll say no. Now again, it's going to